So how blockchain, crypto, and the digital wallets will change the world? Well, it's already making it really convenient. So I've already changed my tune just in 3 months on the just hey, only send money to people you know. No, that's how I acted. That was my behavior, and that's everything that I was read, and all of my education on this was said that. It's just my experiences just in the last month, which I'll share with you in a minute, has just changed my mind. So changed my approach. So the ease of use, transparency, anybody making a Bitcoin transaction, that's public knowledge. That ledger is public, so anybody can see that. Record keeping, this will make record keeping and the transfer of records, incredibly easy and convenient. It's always kind of been mind-boggling to me how come I can't go into a doctor in California if I have something wrong, and they can't just give them my name and my identification. They can't just access my medical records. I don't share those. It's odd to me. So that's going to change. Supply chain management, updates in real time. All that's going to change. It's going to need to, seed to sale. So you have a lot of these restaurants are well, Chipotle is doing it on a global scale, sourcing their food locally. Blockchain is going to help with that. It's going to help lower costs on all the financial transactions, more secure way transmitting sensitive information. Decentralized blockchain to minimize fraud, addresses problem like censorship and fraud. So and the blockchain is going to be around for a while. It's going to change everything we do. So this is where do I someone asked, is there a place to get all this information? So these are some really cool videos that'll explain in high detail how blockchain technology works. So this MIT OpenCourseware, I've watched all these. Those top two are phenomenal. All of them are great. CoinMarketCap, FTC, a Nerd Wallet, I like that one a lot too. TechCrunch, those are some other ones, but these are some great resources for you to access on your own. So there's my contact info, so the one thing excuse me, a slide didn't make it in here. I thought it did. I might have pulled up the wrong one, but so one thing that recently happened. So I went down to Caltech for some work, and these are some of the brightest young minds all over the country are now. I mean, people are they're saying no to MIT, Stanford, all these traditional schools that you'd think, oh, these were all the bright, young, innovative minds go. The acceptance rates, I think they had over 10,000 applicants and they accepted 124 kids. So anyways, I was down there, and why I'm telling you this, because these kids are very bright, they're innovative, very knowledgeable, and they're our future. They'll all learn how to code, how to build rockets. All the billionaires, hobby clubs have presence on campus. SpaceX, Blue Horizon, Virgin Galactic, Tesla. They all have buildings named after them. SpaceX has a launch site 22 minutes from the campus. So I'm telling you this for a reason. So I went down there, and on Thursday night they have this street fair, and they're selling it's like a farmer's market / I don't know what, rocket computer science booth convention. It's just really unique. You can buy fresh produce that was grown 2 miles away, and you can have a youngster build you a rocket out of toilet paper rolls. It was a really odd fair. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. Everyone said, pay me in Venmo or Cash App or some sort of P2P. So there was no terminals there. There was no, here's your credit card. It was, send me money on Venmo, send me money on Cash App. And so here I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of Tracy and Linda, in this presentation, in this workshop, and I was, gosh, I'm telling everybody, don't do this, and don't send money to people you don't know, don't buy products using this stuff. And here I am doing it, and I feel very safe. And here's hundreds of people in front of me doing it. And this seems like the future is happening right before my eyes. There's kids over here building rockets. There's kids over here coding whatever you want done. It's just, mind blowing. They're making cookies right here. But everyone was just very comfortable, very accepting, and very trusting, and expected you to be able to pay them using Venmo. So not accepting cash, not accepting any plastic. I don't have a plastic card with me. They just wanted you to, and the first time I was like, well, I got cash. And this young person looked at me like, well, I don't take cash. So even to exist in this, I'm going back down there. It's Thursday night, and it's really cool at Cal Poly. And I want to go back just for this street fair. It's just very eclectic, very cool. But like I said, everyone who was selling something or taking money or taking payment was using a P2P platform. So I just wanted to share that experience, my own experience with you, because my mind changed, and this is a rapidly evolving space. And so yeah, just wanted to share that. And so now do we have any questions? We can open it up for questions.
I've read the questions that are in there. I just popped in your contact information into the chat. We'll also have in the email tomorrow, we'll give the teachers or anybody the opportunity to request the PowerPoint. We do that on an individual basis just because then it's less likely for it to go into spam folders or junk folders. But right now, if anybody wants to unmute and ask any questions about this, or if you don't have questions about this, you could certainly ask Brian questions about just other things he's participates in, which is identity theft, fraud, credit scores. And boy, do we have a long list of examples that we can share, huh, Brian?
Yeah, too many.
Brian, I actually have a question about the new 1099 form that is going to be required to be filled out if you exchange more than $600 via P2P. What's the story? Because that's literally all that I know.
I'm not authorized to give tax advice, but I will. That's a reporting function. So, how about can I address why that came with? Okay, so that happens. That's happening basically because this is this can happen anonymously. And for example, I just shared with you, I went through a whole, 2 blocks of a downtown area where everyone was selling something was just taken, over Venmo or Cash App. And regulatory bodies don't have access to that right now unless they subpoena them. And I'm sure they can go backwards and make you pay taxes, but that's the intent behind that. They're seeing commerce take place using these platforms, and they want to make sure taxes are getting paid. And so anything over $600 are gonna it's kind of like if you go into a bank and you withdraw more than $9,999, it's immediately sent to a regulatory body. So yeah, I believe that's the intent, is to capture that commerce that's going on, or just those transactions that are taking place that are circumventing maybe taxes.
Okay, so we've got a couple of questions in the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and just read them. One of them is, why is there a limited amount of Bitcoin?
I can speculate. I imagine there's a limited amount to increase the demand and make the price go up. And why? So that's I imagine that's why Satoshi Nakamoto made a limited supply, so to make sure if once this is adopted, the price will go up. So if they're never going to make more, it's kind of like property, right? So that waterfront, well, God, wouldn't it be nice to live on the waterfront? They're not making any more waterfront property, so those prices kind of stay up even when housing prices go down. I'm speculating is why this person or this group of people is still anonymous, and why there's a finite. You just can't get any more Bitcoin. So other cryptos are not finite. So there's some of them have infinite. Just keep mining them. But Bitcoin does have a finite supply, and that's going to cause the price to go up.
There was just a comment saying, I believe that $600 was increased from 10,000 in terms of reporting from financial institutions to IRS. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? You can certainly unmute and ask any questions. So happy to have everybody here today. Yep, go ahead.
How can I start investing in Bitcoin or any of these cryptos?
Well, yeah, you would select an exchange just like you would probably stocks, and go down that path. And I would urge you to eToro, Coinbase, Bitfinance. Those are probably the most popular ones. Slide on the other one, the 10 most popular crypto exchanges, but I took that out. So you need to go on. You got to find a platform and fund an account, and then you can start trading, from what I understand.